In the name of Allah, the Rahman, the Merciful. This is the first episode of the recordings entitled The Truth About Hosni Mubarak. The main target of these recordings is to unveil the truth about all the false accusations and malicious allegations that were propagated by international, Arab and local media to defame the reputation of this great leader who served his beloved country, Egypt, for more than 30 years. Mubarak was not only a great patriotic military man who fought for the sovereignty of his country on October 6, 1973, but also worked for peace between Israel and its neighboring countries, and his perseverance did not exclude the Palestinian cause. As any leader in the world, Mubarak has had his flaws and shortcomings, but wise men would deem him to be one of the greatest Arab leaders in the 21st century for running Egypt for 30 years, maintaining its stability and security without getting involved in any armed conflict with the Eastern Front or the Western Front. To cut a long story short, this episode will focus on the allegedly accumulated fortune of Hosni Mubarak and how the media deceived the naive people to believe that Mubarak was a corrupt president who ripped off his subjects for whom he is responsible. This war hero, whom President Sadat praised for his honesty and integrity when Sadat appointed him as vice president, was suddenly accused of possessing a fortune of $70 billion. The newspapers of The Guardian, The Daily Telegraph, and other local newspapers flared the angry masses in Tahrir Square who were waiting for such an accusation to attribute their failure and misfortune to Mubarak's regime. Let's now analyze The Guardian's article that appeared on February 4th, 2011, just 6 days before Mubarak decided to step down and prevent an imminent peril targeted at our incognizant people. The headline of the article reads, "Mubarak family fortune could reach 70 billion, says expert." From this sensational headline, we can infer that the newspaper does not hold any official document because the paper's sources refer to just an expert. I repeat, just an expert. And let's read further to expose the paper's deception in stirring chaos and enraging Egyptian citizens. This so-called experts, as mentioned by the paper, is Professor Amani Jamal, an associate professor of politics at Princeton University. Jamal's current research focuses on the democratization and politics of civic engagement in the Arab world. In fact, the source for false information is not Professor Amani Jamal, but the Algerian newspaper Al Khabar, which published this news in the end of 2009 after the football match clashes between Egypt and Algeria. The editor of The Guardian later admitted that his story about Mubarak's fortune was misleading. The time of apology was too late to save the president's image. All media channels circulated the rumor, especially Al Jazeera channel. Even the New York Times also made a press release that Mubarak's fortune was overestimated. The most hilarious thing was the ABC News report, which claimed that the breakdown of Mubarak's family fortune includes 17 billion for Mubarak, 10 billion for his second son Gamal, and 40 billion for the rest of the family. based on all that I've said, we can conclude that all the fabricated news reports about Mubarak's fortune were part of a sinister game to turn the Egyptian people against him. To be continued, inshallah.